Yeah, so in the state of Texas, they just recently passed House Bill 2439, which was done at the state level, which was both the Senate and the House of Representatives passed this bill, which essentially took the power and the authority of cities to have the capability to set ordinances, whether they were masonry or not, to set ordinances. Design ordinances is what they called them. Well, within those design ordinances, cities were able to say, we want to preserve the way our towns look. We're growing at a pretty fast rate. I don't want some large home building company to come in and build something that in 10, 15 years, I don't want that to be part of the city.
Because they come and go, right?
They come and go. Yeah. And here's the thing. Yeah, the builder buys the lot and they own it for what, 9 months. Let's say it takes them 9 months to build. They build it, they sell it to you or I. We might own that home for 3 or 4 or 5 years. The city owns it for the life. And it's a taxable entity to that county, to that city. And so cities should have the authority to determine what they want their communities to look like. Not the state, not the national government. To me, the best form of government here is the lowest form of government, which are cities. And the state of Texas took that away. And it was unfortunate because this market, Dallas-Fort Worth, at the time that bill was passed, had over 230 ordinances in North Texas. It was very strong. And now that authority rests in the developer. It's the developer who will sell the lots to the builders and dictate what is to be used, not the cities. So, yes, it's a self-serving thing for somebody in the brick industry to say that I believe in ordinances, but take all that away and you've really stripped the authority of the consumer who lives in that market, that town, and the town councilman that they look up to and they elect to make these decisions. They no longer have those decisions.
So what would your suggestion be to someone that's watching to say, how could you get more involved or to make a difference in your communities?
We actually, through the Texas Masonry Council, which I'm president of this year, we were reinforcing planners to go out and discuss these very issues with towns. We weren't forcing them to do things, just providing them information on what they can do to draft ordinances. And simultaneously, what's going on in this country are our customers who are home builders, national home builders who are part of the Home Builders Association, are a very powerful lobby, very powerful organization. They don't like the controlling aspect of what cities are doing. They're saying that it's raising the cost of housing affordability. So what can somebody do? First of all, understand where your politician stands or your candidate stands on issues, not only at a state level, but certainly at a local level, and how it affects your life. I think that this legislative session in 2 years will look back on that decision and regret it. I really do. And I think cities regret that it happened and they didn't stand up and get it defeated. But it's just, to me, it's a principal right, I believe, for a city to have that authority and that ability to make those decisions.